Alright, what's up, y'all? I took one trade today. It was a 3.39 RR, made about $1,000. So yeah, let's get right into it. So starting on the hourly time frame, whoa, that is a big candle. Starting out in the hourly time frame, when I came into the day, I saw that we were on a major uptrend, but we had pretty much taken out every single high there was. Unless we want to go back all the way over here, which was all the way back in October. Now, I mean, I could have seen it doing that. Obviously, we're in a strong uptrend. We're on a kind of roll the last couple of days, taking out highs. But honestly, with how many lows there were stacked up and all the low resistance liquidity on the downside, like honestly, my bias was bearish today. Like there's a lot more drawn liquidity to the downside. Um, and I can show it real quick with ES right before the big push down. There was there was uh, an SMT right before the big push down. Let's see if I can find it again. Yeah, you can see it right here. So let's see what time it was. It was 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock's right here. No, it was right here. So this is a previous high on both sides. This time right here, this 18 o'clock. ES ended up taking that again, and NQ did not. And then obviously, as you guys saw, I mean, it had a huge push down, so that obviously affected the trade. Now, I didn't really use that SMT um, just because there was no entry off of it. I mean, obviously, I knew it was going to push down, but there was really no entry off of it because it just shot straight down. Um, and so I was just looking for my model as usual, pullback, inversal, target imbalance, or new lows. So let's see what happened. Came down. How my trade went. I was watching the 1 minute. Oh, we're on ES. That's why I'm tripping. So where the hell did my trade go? So yeah, there was that SMT, but no entry off of it. Sadly, could have caught like a freaking 20 RR. So yeah, I was on the 1 minute. I was watching for a pullback. I took two trades today, but one of them was a break even, and my model showed up right after it. So I'm counting it as one because it went where I thought it was gonna go anyways. It just broke me out before it did. I took this one, it pulled back, came down and inverse this 1 minute, and I entered off of this candle right here. But as you can see, it came down and retested this low and then took me out. But it did the same exact thing as it was coming up and taking me out. It was just filling in this 1 minute fair value gap right here. So I saw a great reaction off of that. I went on the 30-second. And on the 30-second, after it filled in that 1 minute, it came down here and inverse this 30-second fair value gap. So I entered off of that. My stop loss was at that fill on the 1 minute because honestly, I didn't want to see it going any higher. If it went any higher than that, then I mean, it was probably going to come up to this imbalance up here. Or, there was a lot of imbalance just because there was that huge push down so quick. So I didn't want to see it go any higher than that. And my TP was at a it was at a I think yeah, it was this low right here on the hourly. It was this retracement. It was another draw or low resistance draw on liquidity. So I was just targeting a low. Um, and then my break even was this intermediate low on the hourly. So yeah, clear clear trend to the downside. I mean, it was so obvious we're pushing down. Like I said, I knew we wanted to sweep out all that low resistance liquidity. So obviously that's the main target. And I just waited for a pullback. I got one here, got an inversal, but ended up getting stopped out. The reason I didn't enter off of this inversal right here on the 30-second was one because we didn't tap into any imbalance, and so even if we inverse this, like I still could have seen it just coming straight back up and coming up for imbalance above it. And so what I wanted to see was I wanted to see a complete inversal of all the fair value gaps in the retracement, just so I know that it's still disrespecting bearish. Because if it does that, it's completely disrespecting bearish and respecting bullish. I mean, other way around. If it inverses both of those, it's a complete disrespect of bullish. and so I know it's gonna want to keep going down because if it inverses this one but respects this one, like it can go for more imbalance. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting for a complete disrespect of bullish before it goes down even lower, and that's when I took it. But obviously, as you can see, it got my break even, and then we inversed another bullish for rally gap. So at that point, I just took it. Right after I took it, we just had a huge, nice push down. So it was very clean. So let's count it up. We had clear drawn liquidity, clear market structure. So we were in obvious like bearish flow. We had an SMT. Not that it affected really my trade at all, but we did have an SMT. We had our tracement into a 1 minute. We filled a 1 minute for value gap. Inverse to 30-second. Good spot for stop loss. Good spot for TP. Good spot for break even. And I mean, high RR. Not much more you can ask for. So my strategy did play out today. So I appreciate y'all.